Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Well, it's been a little while since I've created a video and I thought you might want to know where I've been and what I've been up to. So I've got some big things to make you aware of and give you some heads up on where the channel is going. Well, just so you know, the YouTube channel was never my main source of income. It has always been a hobby of mine, and I was sort of extending my hobby out to you guys for your enjoyment. But earlier this year, unfortunately, my career changed, and I found myself no longer in that career that I've had for so many years and so many decades. So as a result of that, I decided that maybe it was time for a change. So the family got together and we decided that we're going to downsize and move on from our current location. As a result of that, my showroom and my ability to maintain my collection I'm not going to have that capability going forward. So because of that, and it's not a sad situation, I don't want anyone to think that, oh no, this is horrible. This is something we've decided, and we have all these new adventures that we're going to go on, my wife and I, because we're going to be empty nesters here shortly. And so we've decided to take a whole new trajectory and do something different. And so as a result of that, I'm going to be shutting down StereoNiche or StereoNiche and doing something else. And maybe I will touch base here and there. I still will be into audio, of course, on a personal level. But it's going to include some big adventures that we hope to go on over the next several years. And so maybe I'll run across some folks who are like-minded and be able to showcase those with you as time goes on. But in the short term, I have to do some major revamping here and liquidating my collection. So if you are somebody who's watched the channel for some period of time and over the course of the last several years have become aware of some of the pieces in my collection and you're interested in them, reach out and let me know. I am working on creating a list of items that will be for sale. A lot of things have been sold already, not that many comparatively speaking to the collection itself, but some things have been sold already. So attached to this video in the description area will be a link to a online spreadsheet, and that spreadsheet will show you everything that will be for sale and how much will be sold for. And if you're interested in it, feel free to reach out. The email address will be in it as well. And we'll see. The biggest issue is, of course, is going to be how do you get these items? If you are a fan of the channel, you know I don't like to ship things that are too significant in size for risk of getting damaged. So let me know if it's something that you're willing to do a white glove for, or some things might be large enough and are large enough to do a freight shipment. So anyway, if it's something of interest for you, reach out. Everything will be sold. I'm starting off with the biggest items, the most collectible items, and then I'll work my way down to, I'll say, lesser collectible items and parts, of course, at some point. But those will be probably in a local garage sale. But the items that are highly collectible, I will plan to sell those to folks who are going to reach out and figure out how to get those into the hands of other collectors, so you guys can be the caretakers of these great pieces for the next period of ownership, however long that is. I think you're all familiar with how close I am to my collection and how much I admire every piece. So, the pieces I offer for sale are going to be in great physical condition, varied operational condition, where they have been recapped or fully working, etc. I'm going to let you know that. If I think it needs some work, I'm going to tell you that. If it has an existing issue, I'll let you know that as well. And if you have any questions, of course, reach out. Let's see. So So my plan is to still do a few videos. There are a few items that I always wanted to get to and share with you some history of them, because I think they're rather significant in the realm of vintage audio. And I'll walk you around a little bit and give you an idea of some of the stuff that's in my collection, another visual of that in case you've not seen a prior video. And if there's anything here that's not in the list, just know that it will be available for sale. What I'm working on at the moment is to try and handle and listen to each and every unit to get a current update on its physical working, mainly its working status, so that I can relay that to you. I am taking a number of the units that need sort of minimal updates to my technician and getting him to service them for anything that might be something that's quick to do, fairly straightforward. Some basic recapping, and if necessary, maybe it's just cleaning of controls, or just a DC offset, or maybe tuning the tuner. Whatever these minimal things are. If I think it needs a complete rebuild, of course, I'll let you know. But again, it's been a pleasure doing this for the last several years. I have absolutely had a blast. I've learned about a lot of this stuff because of the need that I wanted to create the video to share with you. And so it's been an adventure for me, not just learning how to create a video, which has come a long way, but the whole aspect of having a channel and getting to meet folks that are fans of the channel and meeting them, a lot of cases, in real life as well. That's been a bit surreal, and sometimes meeting them and not knowing they know the channel, but they recognize me. That's been a little awkward, but what great fun it's been. And again, I don't want to say this is the end, because some of the upcoming adventures I hope to do, I hope to maybe perhaps create a different channel in a different aspect, from a different perspective for different things, and take you on some of those adventures that I hope to have. So it doesn't necessarily mean it's goodbye forever. It just means that the channel is going to change, and my updates to it will be, fairly few and far between. It certainly won't be the same format. I certainly won't have my room here to do my videos from, but things will be changing over time. So again, I'm going to walk you around the room a bit and talk about some things, and even take you into the back, which I've not really done before, and give you a heads up on what's behind the scenes and what's going to be coming up for sale. Again, I'm trying to get to each unit to go through it. As I do that, I'll then post it to the spreadsheet, and then if you have an interest in that particular unit, you can always feel free to reach out. If it's something that's not in the list yet, if you're really interested in it, go ahead and reach out. But again, I plan on going through it and checking it out. There's some very unique things that I want to cover, maybe in a video, maybe not, but I need to go through them a bit and make sure I can make you guys aware of what their current condition is, so that you'll understand, if it's something that you want to buy or not. So let me get behind the camera here and walk you around a bit, and I'll give you a little bit of an overview. All right, well, you guys have seen the big red Altex before. Just to let you know, it looks like I've had these up for sale locally for a little while now, and it looks like there is a buyer for them. They're still here, obviously, but I'm pretty sure that these are spoken for. I've got a Marantz 2270 down there. I had a recent power supply recap. Still got my Denon 62L. That'll be coming up for sale soon. I've got a gorgeous Technics SL1200. Someone has expressed interest in that as well. The McIntosh preamp here, this is C29, has been spoken for as well. I'm going to be posting the McIntosh MC75s. Those were recapped about 5-6 years ago. Monoblocks, I think you guys know them. They'll be up for sale. Some really cool gear here. I love this. This is a Vincent preamp. It's got tubes in it. It's a great little preamp. An NAD amplifier here. Some Marantz CD player. Very cool phase linear, very kind of rare CD, very early CD player. That is an absolutely gorgeous CT93 cassette deck from Pioneer. That is a very top-notch Pioneer deck, and I have the box for that. There's the Nakamichi 1000 ZXL. I did a great video of that and even talked to the former president of Nakamichi. And great decks. Looks like those are sold. By the way, I have 2 of those. And I've got some Krill amps as well. That's a KSA 200S there. That's a beast. And some Dragons from Nakamichi also sold. Let's see here. That's a very cool Audio Research. I think that's the VT100 tube amp. Got lots of, speaking of tube gear, it's kind of my tube section here of different tube systems over the years from Fisher and Scott. Let's see, there's a Scott here. That's a great big amp right there. Some of these have had some power supply recaps. I think 2 or 3 of the Fisher units have. A lot of these units have not, especially the ones on the bottom here. They're in great condition, but you know, like anything, they will need to be recapped. So just a heads up. Everything in this room is in excellent condition. There's a Mac piece down there. I think that's a preamp. And then some gear there. Let's say Marantz cassette deck. There's a 2505. That's from McIntosh. That is sold. And then gorgeous 1040 here from Yamaha. 44. That's a quad unit from Marantz. A 2265 from Marantz. Here's a little, what is that, a 4040. It was a very early Marantz unit, one of the very first ones from the Super Scope era. 2235 unit at 2275. And then a beast here, 2500, which somebody has said they're going to buy. So that one's on the way. And let's see some Pioneer units. There's a little quad 949. And can't recall the model of that one. There is an SX 1010 there, and I think that's the 780 on the bottom. And then there's one of my favorites, the Sansui 9090. That's just a gorgeous unit. One of my faves, all-time favorites. I think it's one of the best receivers ever made. So let's see, we got some McIntosh. Got some more monoblocks here. These are the MC60s. These are from the 50s. And some more preamps here. With the C28, I got a tuner on this side. The 6100 integrated from McIntosh. There's an MR77. Got a broken faceplate, very sad for this C26. And then a little tuner underneath. And then there's another nice, this is a heavy beast from McIntosh. I think that's the 2205, I believe. Kind of hard to see in the reflection. And there's some of the early McIntosh surround sound gear from them. Marantz CD player along with the 5-channel McIntosh. I was going to start at the bottom here. This set I've done a video of, this little Sansui set, the 7700. There's a little receiver there. And let's see, some of professional gear from Sansui. There's the beast of a quad system, quad receiver, the biggest one, the 9001 from Sansui. The incredible TU9900 from Sansui, a tuner. Here is the DB, 9090 DB. This is one of my favorite preamps. This was in my reference system for a long time. The C90 from Pioneer. Here's an awesome 881. That is a gorgeous unit in great shape. Let me get this light out of the way here. All right, I can get by here. And let's see, that is a very cool 8 Deluxe. That's a great little receiver. Little G6000. And the incredible AU20000. I also have the box with this one. This thing is a monster. And here's those other professional series units again. That's CA2000 and the BA2000. So very cool units. Got some other smaller stuff here as well. There's another 1000 ZXL up there. Oh yeah, and I've got some very cool early 80s Sansui components here, and I've got the boxes for these as well. So pretty cool stuff. Over in here in this corner, any SAE fans? I've got an SAE amp here. There's the Blackface Sansui receiver. I think that's the 7070 or the 790. A Yamaha 2010 AU719 from Sansui. This is arguably one of the best preamps, or at least one of the ones with the most effort put in by Harman Kardon. That is an XXP from them. It's an awesome unit, extremely rare, especially with the wood case. Very cool. Kenwood. That's a great little 11 here from Kenwood. Let's see, that's the 11.2. Then the Ampzilla and the matching preamp with that. Then another Kenwood receiver down there. Over here, some other random gear. Another nice little amp from SAE and some Crown units. Got the Crown amplifier there and the matching preamp in the cases. And got a cool turntable here as well. Let's take a little entry into the back here, into the back room. I won't be able to give you a really good view of everything because it's really stacked pretty tight. But these are some L200s from JBL. I recently pulled them out, went through them a little bit. These are upgraded with the additional tweeter to make them a three-way, and it was using the correct tweeter, which was a 2405H, I believe. And it was done by a JBL professional who was an installer with the JBL professional line. The guy that owned these, ironically, that was his neighbor from what I was told by the original owner. And he used the correct crossover on the back as well. So just a heads up, those are upgraded already. Lots of AR speakers from the AR1 all the way through the AR7. So I've got a set of AR2s, AR3s, AR3As. I think I have 2 sets of each of those in great shape. Let's see, 2 or 3 sets of the AR4s. There are some large ADS 910s there. And I think these are some Fraser 7s. What have I got here? I got my the Technics 1506 reel-to-reel is sitting in here at the moment. And these are the Dale speakers. Did a whole video of those. Probably one of the coolest speakers ever made from JBL. It's a bookshelf, but man, if you're talking about MCM, it just screams MCM's from that era. Very, very cool speaker. Some other stuff down there I'll have to dig out. Let's see, up there we've got some Polk Monitor 7s in the boxes. And several, let's see, got several speaker stands, got some Janssen electrostats to go with some AR1Ws. There are some AR4s up there in very good shape. And let me go on around here. Some more AR4s. Got a set of, I've got a set the model, Cambridge Model 6s, Cambridge Soundworks, and I got that's the box. The speakers are in the other room actually. And some random speakers up there. I got a couple of some ADS, small ADS ones, some ADS 300s. Those are a couple of single units from JBL. Some Aztec speakers, which some people may not know of. Oh, so coming on down, Fraser Concertos, awesome set of speakers. Redid those completely, top to bottom. There's a video out there on those. Same for the JBL 4411s. There is a video of those. These are the JBL 110A, I believe. Gorgeous set of ADS-L 810s here. This is the model with the metal grills. They look awesome. Here's a set of HPM 60s, I believe, from Pioneer. Some Bose. And here's a set of AR3s. These are in great shape. And let's see, going back this way, this is a set of Frasers, and there's a big sub back here from REL. Getting a little cramped back this way, but some JBL L100 T3s. Let's see. I can't remember what these are. Oh yeah. I got a set of McIntosh speakers. Let's see. Can't recall what these are. They might be some Polk speakers here. Some Pioneer HPM 100s. On this side, some EV Georgian 400. These are, the cabinets need a little bit of work. Very cool speaker though, just awesome. Got some Carver mono blocks. These are not working. These do need some work. I have 2 sets of these, by the way. There's some more 901s. Got some rectilinears up here. I need to get those down, and they had some issue with one of the mid-ranges, I believe. And let's see, going through some gear. Got some of the Pioneer spec pieces down here. There's an old RCA monoblock. There's one of those Carver units down there. On the end is another RCA. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's a McIntosh MC225, I believe, or 240. And that's an RCA tube unit right there. Some more spec gear. It's a really nice B&K. I think it's a 507, I think. Very nice. I have 2 of those, ironically. Here's a Marantz 2500 in the original box. So that's an awesome unit. Some Krell units here. And this is an awesome little system. I did a video of this one, this little preamp from Yamaha. Here's a nice little C24 pre from McIntosh. Citation, Technics 800, 500C from Fisher. There's another Marantz unit in the box, quad unit. G4700 from Sansui, little EQ. I think that's a 9800. There's a tuner from Yamaha, CD player, and some turntable. That was a preamp up here from Pair Sound, and some turntables, and some other things up here with the box. It's a Audio Research preamp right there. And let's see, we got, what do we got way up there? We got a turntable from Technics in the box. So lots of stuff. Come on around to the other side. Well, let's see. Got a unit from Outlaw. That is the, I think that's a receiver. It's been packed up for a while. There's a Euro unit from Sansui. That's the 990. There is a power supply from a very heavy duty one from PS Audio, I believe. And a surround sound unit, some other surround sound stuff. There's that other B&K unit. There's my other 2275 from Marantz. Let's see, really nice, gorgeous 820 from Yamaha. This was a cool cassette deck here from Akai. And a really nice, interesting tube unit from Pioneer. That's a very early unit. Let's see, little stacks, headphone amp from them, little Fisher unit. This is the Yamaha unit that matches my, what is it, the B4, I think, amp from Yamaha. I currently have that one getting a review from my tech. I got some duals here. It's a cool concept turntable, and I even have the box for it. Very nice turntable from Concept. A little Pioneer with a little bit of issue with the plinth. A Marantz 6300 turntable. That's kind of most of the cool stuff on this side. So let's see, this is some of the stuff I've had for the longest. Kind of gets stacked up back here, but various individual speakers and lots of different tube amps in here. This is a little Fisher. I think it's the 30A. I only have one of those. Great CD player from Pioneer, although that has an issue with it. And there's a nice little 2238B from Marantz. Pioneer units here, CLD 95. That's a laser disc player. And then a compact disc. This is a PD 93 in the box. Let's see, CDs. This is the, I have a TD 124 from Thorens in here. It needs a restoration. Superfon, if anybody knew Superfon, that came from the early 80s, I think it was. And some early PS Audio stuff here as well. More B&K gear here. Lots of tubes all over the place, and some Crown units. This was a very cool amplifier here. It's a solid state, but I can't remember the name at the moment, but it's pretty rare. And let's see, it's got a couple of Luxman pieces here, a T4, and that's the amp on the bottom, the L5, I think. Let's see, got a nice little MQ, what is that, a 101 McIntosh, kind of hard to find those. And let's see, well, there's the boxes for some of the gear I pointed out earlier. Got a couple of the Dynakit 70s, got a preamp there. Got some very early Axiom Goodman's drivers. Got a little K, what is this, the KR 9600, or actually 6600, a little bit smaller. And let's see, Carver here, got a little Kenwood going on up here. Another Fisher tube amp, Pioneer turntable, an AR turntable, Pioneer cassette deck and an AR turntable. Down here, got a Nakamichi 430 cassette deck in the box, sound shaper in the box, and a couple of other Elite pieces down here. A little Sansui on the bottom. PS Audio preamp. I need to clean up this Yamaha turntable and some Adcom pieces here. Little preamps here and some other stuff. Individual drivers, some very early JBL drivers and some throats there, some transformers, stuff like that that'll come out for sale later. A nice little MA 230. Going to need a little bit of work for restoration. Other stuff, I got the Pioneer PL90 back here. Other units, that's a 2285. This one's in rough shape, needs more of a parts unit. 2385, also in rough shape. Got a nice Thorens TD125, a Pioneer SA600 or something. Got some IMF speakers. These are extremely cool. I'd started to get them out earlier and just didn't get time to bring them back out, but I plan to bring them back out and do an overview of them. The Tannoys are here as well, Tannoy M1000s. These are the Jensen Imperials, an awesome set of speakers. These, I'm going to hopefully get these out. These are absolute monsters. I never got a chance to get them out until now, but most of you will probably never see these anywhere else, but they only made 36 pair of these, and as far as I know, only about 31 pair are left in the world. These are from a company called Wilson, and they're called a Wilson Wham. Also happen to be one of the most expensive speakers ever made. These are from 1981 and are serial number 2. So pretty rare. This is a speaker array on the left side. So you have a left and right. There are speakers that go on the end of each pole. These little ones that went on this are ADS speakers. I've had them redone by Richard So they're ready to remount. The middle section here is an electrostat from Jansen, and then on the base units, the subs and the base, the bottom of each on the other side. This is the back side, of course. On the other side, there were some KEF woofers in them, and then these over here are the subwoofers that went with each of them. They're 6.5 feet tall, and this was one hell of a system. And again, there were only 36 pairs were made, and I think they've documented 5 of them have been destroyed or dismantled or what have you. And so again, serial number 2, this set also is the set. There's a picture of Mr. Wilson and his wife right after they got married, and they're standing in front of this pair of speakers. So it's really, really pretty cool. This is my set of Pioneer TZ9s that I had been using as my reference set. This is also happened to be my reference set of Advent. These are my reference set of large Advent speakers. I also have the box for these. I've got a set of AR3s here, not the original boxes, but have those. Have an original set of ADS L810s in the boxes. Those are mint. These are the early ones with the cloth grills. And those, on top of them, are some crossover units for a set of Apogee speakers. And they are in the boxes as well. Some Bozak speakers here, 400s, I believe. And lots of other things around. But that's kind of it. Well, I know that was a bit of a whirlwind, but a bit of an overview of the collection, and some things I'll still want to do videos of. There are some things that you didn't get to see because they're not in a position I can show them to you. There are some things in the house that I also plan to bring out here and do videos of them as well. So there's still some things to do, but for the most part, everything is going to be posted for sale as soon as I can make you aware of it and let you understand what kind of condition it's in. I will do that. Keep a heads up on the spreadsheet, because that's going to be the document I use to let you guys know what's for sale, is it ready for sale, etc. Again, if there's something that you are extremely interested in ahead of time, feel free to reach out, but just know if it's not on the list, I may not be ready to give you much of a status on it yet, which means condition, pricing, etc. I'm trying to, price things accordingly. So again, but let me know if there's something that you have your heart set on, have been looking for, and it just happens to be here. So send me an email, and I hope to get back to you as soon as I can. But just know, depends on the number of emails I get and the type of questions. So again, it's been great. Enjoyed it tremendously. This is not the end. I still have things to do, but just wanted to give you guys a heads up on what's going on with the channel, what's going on with me. And I want to thank you guys tremendously for all of you guys that have been there from the beginning and have supported the channel. Thank you so much. Most of you have reached out separately. I've gotten to know quite a few of you firsthand. You guys are fabulous. I have appreciated each and every one of you. If you've never reached out, thank you so much for watching. It's been a great experience for me. And again, it's not goodbye. I have plans for other things on YouTube, but yet for this part of my life and this hobby of mine, it is going to be winding down to something much different than what I've been doing over the last 3 years. So anyway, I felt like it was time to give you guys a heads up on why I haven't made any videos. So this is it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. We'll see you soon.